Pittsburgh at Wake Forest. Right down the road.
Right down the road, baby.
5 minutes from where Artie and I live.
Yeah.
The fight for the fall off. The ACC has new blood at the top, but the programs that were looking to take the next step have really fallen off this year. Wake Forest is last in the ACC, but is the home favorite against Pitt. Can Wake get back on the horse, get 3 more wins to make a bowl? Wake Forest is a 1-point favorite at home here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This game might be as bad as the UNC Charlotte at ECU game.
Nah, there'll be some more offense than that.
There'll be more offense, but I don't know, man. This game, I don't know.
Hey, look, I'll say this. Pitt's coming off a huge win against undefeated Louisville. I'm so disappointed in Louisville after beating Notre Dame at home. I really thought that they could be the Cinderella. They shit the bed. But I think Pitt's going to ride that momentum, ride that wave. I think they come into Winston-Salem. I think they go into Wake Forest. They might have more fans than Wake Forest does, and I think they win this game.
Yeah, they most definitely have more fans than Wake Forest does.
Well, I'm talking about actually in the stadium. Like, they'll have more Pitt fans in the stadium than Wake Forest fans.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Nobody here in Winston-Salem gives a shit about Wake Forest football, really, or basketball.
And it's WSSU homecoming this weekend, too, so ain't nobody going to that game.
Artie, I don't really necessarily think that they're the same demographics. Just people going to Wake fans and Winston-Salem State fans. I don't know if there's much of that intermingle there.
I know they're different, but I'm just saying the city's going to be more wrapped up in WSSU than they will in Wake Forest.
Shout out, go Rams. Let's see. I want to look at something real quick. Wake Forest schedule. All right. Ooh. That game next weekend is going to be a fun one. All right, Artie, here it is. Wake wins. Pittsburgh. They're coming off a big win against Louisville. They got Notre Dame next week. This is a trap game at Wake. Look, as much of a trap game as it can be when you're sitting at 2-4. Give me Wake Forest at home to beat Pittsburgh. I just think this is a trap game. You go, I mean, you got Pittsburgh coming off, like I said, a huge win.
Yeah.
Then going on the road. And a week before they have to go on the road again to Notre Dame. And 2 weeks before they play at home against Florida State.
Is this Pitt or Wake Forest schedule?
This is Pitt's schedule.
Oh, now I have even more confidence that they're going to win this game.
Really?
They're gonna come in here because they know they got Notre Dame and Florida State coming up. They're gonna be like, look, we got to get a dub. they know what's on their schedule coming up.
Now
they're not going into no raucous environment either. They're gonna have an easy time with play calls and all that.
I will say Wake has a tough schedule coming up too. They play Pitt this weekend, Florida State at home next weekend, at Duke the following weekend, and then they play the Puppies on Veterans Day weekend. So
yeah, they're not making a bowl game.
No. They beat NC State though. They'll beat NC State.